You're always going to have people injecting fear, and some of it is true and some of it's not even true. A lot of people just inject fear that's not even true. So there's no shortage of fear, obviously, but it's up to I don't want to feel that. Not today. I choose. Hi, welcome back, friend. And today is just a little story time that I think is super relevant. It's probably something you're thinking about too. So welcome to this little tiny story time today. So yesterday I went to Publix, the supermarket, and I was walking near the customer service center, and they have some little newspapers sitting there, and as I was walking by, I saw a headline in big bold letters: "Economy dips again." And my first thought when I saw that was, wow, is this real life? This feels like I'm in a movie. Like if you were in a movie and all of a sudden you just flash on a headline. As I continued to walk, I was thinking, like, is this real life? Then what would your mind go to? It would usually go to thinking about things to be worried about, right? As we are dealing with, high gas prices, the cost of food going up, just a lot of financial chaos going on in all kinds of ways, depending on your situation. But I don't think there's anyone that hasn't been concerned on some level about prices of living. So yeah, the first place your mind could go to is like, oh, I need to worry about that. And I thought, I could worry about this and then just totally go into a whole fear thing, or just like not worry about it. And I went and took care of business at the store, got the few things I needed, and I left. And I didn't think about it, just went on with my night last night. So today I had to get up and go to the bank, pay some bills, and I was running some errands. And of course you think, oh, I have to go buy that. And your mind goes to like the money situation again, right? Because you're always like calculating in your head, right? So it's just like, you know what, just be cool with it. Life is life, this too shall pass. I had gone into the health food store, got my hawthorn berries and my elderberries that I needed for my detox tea I've been drinking lately. So when I got in the car, I started to drive, and I said to my son, they have some little newspapers, and the headline said, "Economy dips again." I'm explaining to him, feels like a movie scene. This is something that someone could be watching a movie of in the future and looking back at these times 30 years later, just like from the Great Depression. Like that was a long time ago. Knowing that times may be tough, but we have to be resilient. I mean, we have to be resilient. So that's just my mindset, but I'm telling this story to my son, and he's just listening, or maybe he's not listening. I'm just talking, and I say, there's a lot that we can worry about in life right now. I just do my best to understand that I could be worried about it, and maybe I should be worried about it. But if I worry about it, that's really not going to help anything. If anything, that just brings me into fear, and then it would take me into this whole energy of fear. And then what? You just create more of that. You'll see more things to be worried about and fearful of. You'll create more things to worry about and be fearful of, just like how it has been created in our reality for all of us in our society right now. And I said, why did we create this? Why did we create this last 2.5, 3 years to be how it has been? And then it just seems like it's snowballing into branching off into more and more things. And that's exactly what happens when you start going into the worry. You go into the fear, and then it gets into the fear, and then it starts branching off, and there's going to be a lot more things that you're going to have to deal with because you're going there. And that's what our society is dealing with, because we've been going there. And so it's really hard to stop. And if you watched my video last week, I talked about the consciousness. So you have these minds, this consciousness, of society, of all the people, where are their minds? If there's like tons of people just worried and going to fear, imagine all the branching off that's happening, that's creating more and building up more for us as a society to deal with. So that's not really the answer. But you know what? I choose to know that somehow, some way, things are always going to work out. Somehow, some way, everything will be okay. And then I said, I prefer to feel like things will be okay. Somehow I'll get through this. Somehow, some way, things are working out. They're working out already, even if I can't see it yet. I choose to feel happy. I choose to face my day feeling bright. I choose health. I choose peace. I choose abundance. I choose to feel like I'm thriving. I choose to feel in sync. And I choose to feel good. And as I was saying those things, I was noticing how my energy was just lifting and lifting and feeling more and more clear and so much further away from the worry and the fear that I could have entertained. And so I wanted to come here today to propose to you that yes, there's a lot that we could be worried about. You're always going to have people injecting fear. And some of it is true and some of it's not even true. A lot of people just inject fear that's not even true. So there's no shortage of fear, obviously, but it's up to you to make the conscious decision to decide, I don't want to feel that. Not today. I choose to breathe, feel at peace, focus on abundance, focus on health and thriving, and I choose to feel good. And I know somehow, some way, this will work out. It always does, because if it didn't, I wouldn't even be here right now. So somehow, some way, it always does work out. And know that the more that you entertain the feeling good and trusting that things will work out, even when things feel scary, just do your best. Do your best with what you have, because that's all you can do anyway. Worrying and fear isn't going to change anything. It's just going to make it worse. So do what you can, hold the faith, and trust the process, and know that this too shall pass, and you'll get through it. And the more you can just face things with peace, trust, and even a little dose of optimism, the faster you will get through it and feel better about things in the process. So just a little few words for you to make sure that when these fearful things come up, that you don't just automatically go into it. Like, just don't be so automatic about worry and fear. And if people are talking to you and they're bringing up this worry and fear, tell them, you know what, let's just breathe and let's trust this process and know that everything is temporary. Everything is always going through a change. This too shall pass. All we can do is our best, but we might as well feel the best we can in the process and just stick to that. And I hope that this was helpful, and I hope this was a timely message for you, and just keep doing your best. Please remember to like this video, share it with people that you know that might be struggling with a little bit of worry or a lot of worry. And also remember to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next Saturday. Peace.